Hello, hello, and how are you doing? In honor of Mother Wendy, I'm gonna bring you a real quick piping hot tea segment. Are you ready? Are you ready for this piping hot tea that's piping hot? So first of all, this is out of tea with DVD. Now I might already said that I don't call. I'm 49, but anyway, let's just say this because I was ready to get into the tea. I saw something and people are thinking hell has indeed frozen over. And what do you say when we say hell has indeed frozen over? We see a 40th birthday party celebration on the Real Housewives of Potomac. And at that 40th celebration is Gizelle Bryant. And the person who's being celebrated is Wendy Osefa. Dr. Wendy to you, sweetie. Now, I'm just going to keep 110. I think our Caucasian counterparts honestly think, because it's a majority Caucasian, we're just going to keep 100. That's what I see on the blogs, okay? The people who say that Wendy and Candace ruined the show. If you go back, they say the same thing about Ebony K. Williams, right? It seems like in America, when the mirror is turned in your direction, we want to put our heads in the sand, if you will. So, addressing colorism to Caucasian Americans is an unnecessary part of the show, because even though it was started and the root is in slavery, it is perpetuated and still led by Black people. So they prefer not to have it put into a show and understand it. So the best way to not understand it or brush it off and put it on the back burner like they do with racism is to say that they ruined the show by bringing these topics to the show. In my opinion, the reason why colorism was brought to the show was because we could clearly see different things and different biases in Gizelle's favor. That's just what it is. And Candace simply pointed that out. I don't think at any point that she meant to have this blow up the way it did. She just said one time that she got away with a lot of stuff because of her proximity to whiteness. And at that point, a lot of our Caucasian counterparts said, no, that shouldn't even be brought into the show. That is not even important. But to the collective of African Americans, it was. And a very necessary part of the show to us. Fast forward to now. So Wendy has her birthday party, and nobody is big up in Wendy on embracing Gizelle at this party. Baby, when I tell you that Wendy got with her sorors and got on that stroll line, baby, you better get it, girl. Wendy did that, okay? And Gizelle wasn't there at that point, but you know, a lot of people don't know that they are indeed in the same sorority, which is, you know, I don't know how anybody missed that, because even in the reunion, Wendy asked Gizelle, was Grace gonna pledge? But according to Gizelle, it never happened. I just want to say that showed to me that it's always been Wendy who's the bigger person. Wendy said what she had to say in season 6 and tried to make things better between them for the show. And as you can see, now that Gizelle doesn't have her appendage, Robin, she is seeming to come around and understand that Wendy is the part of the cast. She got her contract for this year. She didn't go anywhere. And she needs to make things right with her and at least be cordial. That's all the audience has been saying all along. Just because she brought up the narrative of colorism and Candace brought that narrative out, that doesn't mean that it was no reason for the girls to find a path forward. And really, that's what we want to see. Even though in real life, over here, sorority sister or not, Gizelle will be on my list. And probably never, ever, ever, ever spoken to again. But that's not what we want to see on these shows. And Wendy, to me, is the one who is the bigger person in every situation. Because Gizelle is a very, very small lady. But we will see in the grand scheme of things how that's going to work out. Moving right along. In more housewife news, we're going to talk about Kenya. Okay. I put the first video out, and I was talking about how Brittany had threatened Kenya. So that's that on that. Then I watched, let me say again, I watched Michelle A.T. Brown. Michelle gets perturbed when you don't cite her as a source. Because she's like, F all those other YouTubers who take my shit and then don't give me my credit. I have never heard anybody that I listen to that don't give her credit. Giving you your credit is saying who your source is, right? What else do you want us to say? Okay? So that's neither here nor there. So I watched Michelle A.T. Brown 2 whole hours. Ooh. Anyway, she's not a fan of Kenya. Let's just say that. I think she feels she is a Nene person. And I think she feels that since Kenya is the HBIC now, that she has to, kind of drag Kenya in the press. And that's her job, because before it was Kenya, okay? But that's neither here nor there. She reported that Britt was indeed at this event, while page 6, citing sources again, stated that she wasn't at the event. So I go back in and do a retraction statement saying that Britt indeed was not at the event, going by what page 6 said prior to me seeing Michelle A.T. Ellington's video or whatever. But it seems that Brittany was indeed there and left Earth. Okay? So we can say that because Michelle has her own video at the event. I don't know if Kenya asked her to leave or what happened. Then we have leaked audio, right? They're Mad Beast. They're going to be citing my sources again. Mad Beast has a leaked audio of the event and some pictures showing that we know at least Kenya did call her on one of the pictures an insurance fraud. Hey, I can't make this stuff up, people. In the leaked audio, you can clearly hear someone who sounds like Portia say is that it ends. So I'll put it this way. I said I wasn't going to report on it anymore until I had more facts in, until I had to come in and kind of clean up one of the stories, because page 6 had said Britt wasn't there and she never threatened Kenya. It seems that's a lie. Okay? In my opinion. Allegedly. Everything is alleged, and in my opinion, take this with a grain of salt, because none of us really know, and we piecing together things from the audio and what some people who were there said. It is believed that this is what prompted Kenya to do what she did. That Britt did indeed threaten her with a weapon. So, in your opinion, does that change things about her showing the posters? I don't think that the posters are revenge Pete after seeing Kenya's statement. She says she never used photos against somebody to blackmail them. Now listen to the word blackmail. Now if you look back, the reason why Martell was arrested and convicted is because he did indeed blackmail Melody. What he said was, because people are comparing these situations, by the way. What he said was, either you leave me alone or I'll release this photo. That's not what Kenya did. Kenya pulled public photos and then showed them, allegedly. Okay? So, basically, it's a game of semantics here. We'll just have to see how things turn out. But I do indeed have a copy of that video that I'm going to play. You are paid for all my days. Brittany Dunn Escort. There's an IG who put her emails out on Flash. She charges $1,400 for an appointment. You not only a hoe, you a you own covers of magazines, being a side, you own covers of every magazine. You all of those hoes. Okay? You over here on Snapchat. Your Gotti was like, Snapchat me that pussy, and you did. Now, that was Kenya on audio. Now, I know a lot of different YouTubers in this space has shared that audio. And I have come to the realization that even though my channel is very small, I realized something. Everything that I share, even the big YouTubers that share it, doesn't mean that my followers saw what the bigger YouTubers shared, and vice versa. I just realized that when I shared my videos to my YouTube, not YouTube, my Facebook page, and a lot of people hadn't even heard about what Kenya had done yet. So we can't always assume that because the audio has been leaked that everybody has seen it, or all of my subscribers have seen it. So I did that one time because I was like, okay, well, I'm not going to play that video because, I know they've already seen it. Well, not necessary. Not necessary. So this is for the players, strictly for the real players, the folks who hadn't seen that other word. Now, as I was saying, basically, it is up to interpretation as to what you feel about Brittany and Kenya. Now, here's my interpretation. In my opinion, allegedly. Remember, nothing is real. Everything is alleged. In my opinion, my breakdown is this. And then I probably won't report on this again until something new comes out. Kenya, like I said many times, is the queen of petty. If you cross her in a way, because I've been knowing Kenya a long time, right? Way back to 93 when she won that Miss USA pageant and became a historical figure in America, okay? So, I've been on her a while. Now, I don't like hoe shaming or slut shaming from anybody because, according to Michelle A.T. Brown, allegedly, Kenya has also had her dealings with the casting couch, quote unquote, right? So it's very unusual to hear that a 90s model or actress didn't have their dealings, quote unquote, with the casting couch. Because there was no Me Too then, just remember that, okay? So there's that. I don't agree with the slut shaming. However, I think Kenya had to come up with some way to get her back that was just as vile as her threatening her with the weapon. Now, do I believe that Brittany at some event at some point threatened Kenya with a weapon? Now, Britt has come out and said, "Oh, I don't have any weapons. I just don't threaten nobody. I's a good girl. I don't even have so much as a ticket." However, allegedly, there are other reports of her threatening people and her walking around with that gag, if you will. So do I believe that she threatened Miss Kenya? Absolutely. At this point, right now, they're on an even playing field for me. Neither one is right, neither one is wrong. Because I have to see the whole context of things before I make my final judgment. And that's where I'm going to leave it. I'm going to leave it right there. And as I do when I close, I'm going to chunk them up. Before I do, please like, comment, share the video because sharing is caring. And as I do when I close, I'm going to chunk them up. Deuces, let me know if you agree or disagree with this commentary. I mean, it's very, very unique. It's a very unique situation with Kenya this time. So I ask you, has she gone too far? Again, remember to like, comment, share, and hit that notification bell button so you can be notified when I upload a video.